From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, India is a spellbinding mosaic of culture, tradition, languages and an extraordinary mingling civilization. Keeping its age-old culture maintained, today the country is taking huge strides on the path of development. Hello, I'm your host Lipakshi, and today in our episode of My India, we bring you some of the stories that will give a glimpse of a country's diversity. Radio has always been an important source of communication. However, with advancements in technology, less people listen to radio nowadays. Taking a walk down the memory lane, the 9th edition of the International Radio Fair was recently held in Bhubaneswar city of Odisha, which was attended by people of all ages.
The first electronic mode of communication and entertainment is radio. The development in technology and the invention of internet and mobile phones has made radios a device from the past. Celebrating the essence of this yesteryear favorite along with educating youngsters about radios, the 9th edition of the International Radio Fair was recently organized in Bhubaneswar city of Odisha.
इस एग्जीबिशन के बारे में मैं कहना चाहूँगी कि ये बहुत ही मुझे यूनिक लग रहा है, क्योंकि यहाँ अलग राज्य से भी सामुदायिक गोष्ठी केंद्र के लोग आए हुए हैं और रेडियो के लिए लोगों की इस तरह से एकजुटता देखकर बहुत प्रसन्नता हो रही है, बहुत खुशी हो रही है, क्योंकि मैंने कभी नहीं देखा कि जैसे रेडियो डे पे हम छोटे से इवेंट कर लेते हैं, 10-20 लोग एकजुट हो जाते हैं, लेकिन इतना बड़ा आयोजन रेडियो दिवस पर तो लगता है कि आज भी लोगों के मन में रेडियो के प्रति प्रेम बरकरार है। यही तो इसकी खासियत आप समझिए कि अच्छाई है कि देखिए कि हम मानते हैं कि आज की युवा जहाँ की इंटरनेट से जुड़े रहते हैं और रेडियो के प्रति एक धारणा है कि उनका बहुत ज़्यादा लगाव नहीं है, लेकिन यहाँ बुजुर्गों के साथ युवाओं को देखकर लगता है कि नहीं, वो रेडियो प्रेम अभी है और युवा भी रेडियो के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं।
Organized on the occasion of the World Radio Day, the fair was a display of antique radio sets which had set a retro ambience. Bringing back the golden days of radio, antique radio sets, transistors, gramophones, walkie-talkies and vinyl records were present at various stalls. Many people, including the elderly and the youth, attended the fair and were seen keenly indulging in the proceedings and listening to the melodious notes from the golden years.
बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है, इतना अच्छा माहौल है, सारा विश्व इस दिन को सेलिब्रेट कर रहा है। और हम जब बचपन का याद आ जाती है मुझे कि हम जब छोटे थे तो रेडियो सुन कर बड़े हैं, रेडियो से ही अच्छे गाने सुने हैं, अच्छे बातें सुने हैं, सीखे हैं। तो हमारे लिए तो कुछ ऑप्शन ही नहीं था जब बचपन थे, तो वही सुनकर हम बड़े हुए हैं। उसी हमें लगता है जितनी भी अच्छी बात हम सुने हैं वो अपनी लाइफ में हम जो आगे बढ़ रहे हैं ना, उस सब सुनकर ही हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। तो ऑल क्रेडिट हम रेडियो को देना चाहेंगे। और जो रेडियो में जो एंकरिंग करते थे, जो उस समय जो न्यूज़ पढ़ते थे या जो भी नाटक वगैरह कुछ भी प्ले करते थे, उनकी जो आवाज़ वॉइस जो थी वो इतनी खूबसूरत थी कि हमारे दिल तक पहुंच जाती थी। हमने उनको देखा भी नहीं कि उनका चेहरा कैसा होगा, क्या मतलब पता ही नहीं और कैसे होंगे, लेकिन उनकी जो आवाज़ से हम दिल तक जो रिश्ता उनका हमारा रहा है और वो इतनी अच्छी रहा है कि हम अपनी लाइफ में उसको आगे ले जा रहे हैं। तो इससे बड़ी बात क्या हो सकती है भैया, आप बोलिए।
Apart from antique radio sets, new broadcasting equipment were also displayed on a number of stalls. Radio repair shops, new radio sets for sale and handmade radio shops were also set up at the fair. This radio get-together swamped the visitors with nostalgia who were ecstatic at getting a glimpse of these age-old radio sets. The fair also featured a radio jockey from Jammu and Kashmir who was excited to attend the event.
हमें यहाँ पार्टिसिपेट करने का हम तो ये सोच रहे हैं कि हमारे लिए एक गोल्डन अपॉर्चुनिटी थी कि जम्मू कश्मीर से यानी 2700 किलोमीटर दूर आकर ओडिशा के अंदर 90H इंटरनेशनल रेडियो फेस्टिवल में हमने जो है यहाँ पार्टिसिपेट किया और साथ ही हमने यहाँ के कल्चर को देखा और अपने कल्चर को भी यहाँ प्रमोट किया और यहाँ उड़ीसा के लोगों से बहुत ज़्यादा हमें जो है प्यार मिला। हम तो चाहते हैं कि हमें बार बार ऐसा मौका मिले और हम ताकि अपने रेडियो को भी यहाँ प्रेजेंट करें, साथ ही जो जम्मू कश्मीर के अंदर जितने भी कम्युनिटी बेस्ड रेडियो या कमर्शियल रेडियो है उनको भी जो है यहाँ आने का मौका मिले और ये एक अच्छा मैसेज जाएगा कि ये हमारा जो पहला जम्मू कश्मीर से रेडियो आया और उसने यहाँ आकर पार्टिसिपेट किया।
Though FM radios are still common among youngsters, physical radio sets have become a thing of past now. In order to raise awareness regarding the importance of radio as a medium, World Radio Day is observed all around the world on the 13th of February. It was proclaimed by the members of United States Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization in 2011. Later in 2012, the United Nations General Assembly declared it to be an international day.
Jammu and Kashmir has always been a hub of Sufism in India. A number of Sufi saints from the Union Territory have acted as a guiding force for many and enriched the lives of citizens. So today we will take you to Kulgam district of Jammu and Kashmir, where the Urs commemoration of Sufi saint Sayyid Nur Shah Sahib was attended by people of various faiths.
Annual Urs of famous Sufi saint Sayyid Nur Shah Sahib was celebrated with great religious fervour in Kulgam district of Jammu and Kashmir. It was celebrated according to the Islamic lunar calendar. Jammu and Kashmir authorities made special arrangements for the devotees who came from far-flung areas to commemorate the festival.
यहाँ साल भर लोग आते हैं, साल भर आज ही नहीं, आज बहुत ज़्यादा आते हैं, लेकिन साल भर आते हैं लोग। मैंने यहाँ जम्मू डिवीज़न से बाहर जो है, बाहर जो स्टेट्स जो हैं वहाँ के भी मैंने बहुत सारे वक्त, मैंने अक्सर यहाँ साल में एक बार जब यहाँ बम्बई से एक टीम आता है और यहाँ फैज़याब हो जाते हैं।
Hundreds of devotees, including men and women, visited the shrine to pay their obeisance to the holy saint. They offered prayers by resounding with recitations and chants of holy verses of Quran. Prayers were also held where devotees of different religious communities prayed for peace, prosperity and communal harmony.
आज जो यहाँ और से जैसे नूर शाही बगदादी रहमतुल्लाह अलैह का उर्स मनाया जा रहा है, यहाँ भी हमने देखा मुख्तलिफ तरफों से लोग आए हैं। कुलगाम के दूर दराज इलाकों से, हता कि बानिहाल से भी लोग मैंने देखे आए हैं और बिला लिहाज रंग व नस्ल, मजहब व मिलत। और यहाँ औरतें भी काफ़ी तादाद में हैं, मर्द भी काफ़ी तादाद में हैं और चाहते हैं, उन्होंने दुआएं भी की अपनी खुशी, खुशहाली, मुल्क की तरक्की और आपसी भाईचारे की, बाहमी भाईचारे की के लिए हमने दुआएं की।
Sayyid Nur Shah Sahib Wali Baghdadi was one of the greatest saints in the Kashmir Valley. His message was to maintain peace and prosperity among all communities.
And now a roundup of some of the major stories that made news recently.
Newlywed actors Kiara Advani and Siddharth Malhotra hosted a grand wedding reception for Bollywood celebrities, family and friends in India's western Mumbai city. The duo who tied the knot in western Jaisalmer city complimented each other in black as they posed for photographs at Hotel St. Regis in the city. Bollywood actors including Alia Bhatt, Vidya Balan, Ajay Devgan, Kajol, Ayushmann Khurrana, Kareena Kapoor, Vicky Kaushal and filmmaker Karan Johar were among those who attended the reception. Advani and Malhotra had been in a relationship before taking the wedding vows and were last seen together in biographical war film Sher Shah. Indian fashion designers have started witnessing inclusion and recognition in the international market as they are getting invited to prestigious shows including the Paris Haute Couture Fashion Week, which is deemed to be one of the most coveted walks. Fashion designer Rahul Mishra became the first Indian to be invited to the French capital to showcase his collection Cosmos at the Paris Fashion Week in 2020.
This Cosmos is not just a collection, it's an idea of inclusivity, idea that does not showcase my excellence, the idea which showcase a group's excellence, the idea which showcase this best of craftsmanship, which in a most simple form can happen from different villages. So today we engage and work with at least 800 to 900 villagers on regular level.
Involving different people also served a greater ethical purpose by employing sustainable manufacturing processes and helping the local communities in India. The designer seeks to improve the quality of life for people in his native country. One of these initiatives is moving people from the slums to work in the countryside, aiming to reduce the problem of massive overcrowding that plagues cities like Mumbai and New Delhi. This year, another Indian designer, Gaurav Gupta, joined Mishra in Paris to flaunt his collection to the global audience. Horse owners from across India participated in a race which was organized in western Surat city. Around 300 horses with different breeds from 5 states of the country enthralled the audience, who cheered as they witnessed them gallop during the event that aimed to raise awareness among people about the animal considered to be the relevance in Indian culture.
हमारे यहाँ पे तकरीबन 300 हॉर्सेस यहाँ पे पार्टिसिपेट हुए हैं और 5 अलग अलग राज्यों में से तकरीबन 300 जैसे हॉर्सेस आए हैं और उनके साथ उनके जो मालिक है वो पधारे हुए हैं और पूरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट में से यहाँ पे ये रेस देखने के लिए लोग भी पधारे हुए हैं.
Horses ranging from 25 lakh rupees to around 1 crore rupees were present at the event organized by Tiger Horse Group Association.
In the multi-religious society of India, mass weddings have become increasingly popular nowadays. Coming from different sections of society, couples of different faiths tie the sacred knot under one roof, presenting a great example of unity and brotherhood. Recently, more than 1,000 couples tied the nuptial knot at a mass wedding ceremony in Varanasi city of Uttar Pradesh.
Year after year, mass weddings are getting immense popularity in India. These weddings have also emerged as a melange of diverse religions and ethnicities practiced in the Indian society. Recently, more than 1,008 couples tied the nuptial knot in the presence of their family members and relatives at a grand mass wedding ceremony in the holy city of Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh.
जिसको पास नहीं बजट हो पाता था, जिसका नहीं हो रहा है, वो इसमें करके अपना जीवन सफर कर रहा है और बहुत अच्छा कार्यक्रम है. गरीबों के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा मदद कर रही है सरकार.
The event was organized by the State Labour Department for couples who cannot afford wedding expenses. Conventionally, the family of a bride in India is expected to bear the expenses of a lavish wedding and also give dowry to the groom, deemed as gifts to the bride, which could be in cash or kind. These mass weddings not only help in reducing the financial burden of the economically weaker section, but also play a major role in boosting communal harmony in the society.
सर, हम लोग बहुत गरीब आदमी हैं और 10-20 साल कमाते धमाते हैं तो खाने खर्चे की पूर्ति नहीं हो पाती. इसलिए जो है सरकार की योजना हम तक आई, हम डाले.
Blending in the new culture of mass weddings in the country, many couples from the impoverished section and different communities are coming up to participate in the event, making their wedding celebrations a grand affair.
And now we bring you a few short stories about the recent developments and happenings from around the world in our section of World in Focus.
"5,000 musicians filled the air with the sound of traditional Bolivian songs as the carnival kicked off in the historic mining town of Oruro halfway between the cities of La Paz and Sucre. The Festival of the Bands on its 21st edition began the celebration with the sounds of La Diablada, La Morenada and La Culavada as tourists and residents stood around, eager to watch the performances.
Este es el 21º Festival de Bandas y se ha conocido, no hay otro en el mundo. Es el festival de la banda de música en todo el mundo, la mejor. No tenemos en otro lugar del mundo.
The musicians performed under the guidance of 4 conductors who alternated throughout a 2-hour show. The colorful Oruro Carnival or Anata has its origins in the ancient festival of Ito, celebrated by the indigenous Uru people who would travel to the town to celebrate the protective Waka gods. The Festival of the Bands takes place in front of the sanctuary of the Virgin del Socavón, as she is known as the patron saint of miners, since Oruro is one of the main mineral producers in the country. Hokkaido in Japan is a sight to behold in winters. It gets covered in a heavy blanket of snow. Despite of the heavy snowfall, ANA or All Nippon Airways makes sure that flights are not delayed. Tourism is slowly reviving in Japan. Many tourists visit Hokkaido in winters. Popular Japanese YouTuber Kimono Mom has recently joined the Winter Hokkaido tour. ANA organizes ANA Akindo Merchant to promote inbound tourism and accelerate Japanese economy. After a 1-hour car drive, the Kiroro Resort welcomes many skiers from Asia, Pacific, USA and Europe for a grand skiing experience. Kimono Mom and her family enjoyed playing in the snow.
本当にふっかふかのもうパウダースノー。
Japanese firm ANA All Nippon Airways is playing a vital role in providing the best of its services to tourists. Amazon.com Incorporated self-driving vehicle unit Zoo has successfully tested a robotaxi with employees as passengers on a public road in a move to bring it closer to commercial service for the general public. The February 11 test conducted between 2 zoo buildings a mile apart at its headquarters in Foster City, California, was part of the launch of a no-cost employee shuttle service that will also help the company refine its technology. Evans declined to provide a timeline for the commercial launch, which will need additional government clearances. Zoo's robotaxi, built as a fully autonomous vehicle from scratch rather than retrofitting existing cars for self-driving, comes without a steering wheel or pedals and has room for 4 passengers with 2 facing each other. Zoo's tech chief Jesse Levinson said the company has been prudent about its growth but was still on track to reach 2,500 employees this year, up from just under 2,000 employees at the beginning of the year. A traditional event named Setsuban was held in Japan. Setsuban means change of season from winter to spring. Participants are shouting "Ogre is going outside" and "Happiness comes to us." They throw roasted soybeans. Its performance is believed to exterminate Ogre. Setsuban event was held at Zojo Temple in Tokyo.
鬼は外、そして福は内。鬼というのは悪いものの象徴でございまして、ただそれが何かというと自分の中にある悪い気持ち、それを外に出すというのが鬼は外。そして福は内は幸福の幸せを、福を自分の中に取り入れるという気持ちを込めての豆まきです。
The traditional Japanese event Setsuban is all about wishing for peace and happiness in the lives of people.
The significance of sports and fitness in one's life is invaluable. It not only helps in the physical and mental development of a person, but also inculcates core values like team spirit, confidence and hard work. To awaken these qualities and promote the hidden talent of Jammu and Kashmir, the government keeps on organising sports activities and events on day-to-day basis under Khelo India programme. Khelo India Winter Games in Gulmarg in Jammu and Kashmir was the recent one held in the series.
Khelo India Winter Games 2023, a first-of-a-kind multi-sports competition, took place in Gulmarg, the popular hill station in Jammu and Kashmir. In the 5-day-long event, 11 games were played, and during this event, around 1,500 players from 29 states and union territories of the country participated. It was inaugurated by Union Ministers for Youth Affairs and Sports Anurag Thakur and Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha.
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने जो खेलो इंडिया इनिशिएटिव शुरू किया है, ये अपने आप में हजारों युवाओं को एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म मिला है कि खेलो इंडिया यूथ गेम्स आज मध्य प्रदेश में चल रही हैं, जहां हजारों खिलाड़ी खेल रहे हैं। खेलो इंडिया यूनिवर्सिटी गेम्स उत्तर प्रदेश में 2 महीने बाद होने वाली हैं और इस खूबसूरत गुलमर्ग में जम्मू कश्मीर के इस हिस्से में खेलो इंडिया विंटर गेम्स का आयोजन किया जा रहा है। ये हर साल हजारों खिलाड़ियों को यहाँ पर आने का अवसर मिलता है और अपनी प्रतिभा को, अपने टैलेंट को दिखाने का अवसर मिलता है। ये जहाँ एक और कंपटीशन है, हमें टैलेंट हंट करने का अवसर मिलता है। फिर इनमें से कई खिलाड़ियों को टॉप स्कीम में, कईयों को खेलो इंडिया एक्रेडिटेड अकेडमीज वाली स्कीम में हम लोग इन्वॉल्व करते हैं और उनका बोर्डिंग, लॉजिंग, ट्रेनिंग सारा खर्चा भारत सरकार उठाती है।
Different sports events were held including ice stock, ice hockey, ice skating, bandy curling, bobsleighing and skeleton, snowshoe, Nordic and cross country. The government has approved 40 Khelo India centres for Jammu and Kashmir, in which former players will be given chance to train new players. For the last few years, with the help of Khelo India, a large number of youth are moving towards sports culture and getting a proper platform to show their talent.
मेरा जो गेम था वो जो स्नो शू था, उसमें जो है मैंने लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस और शॉर्ट डिस्टेंस दोनों में सिल्वर मेडल हासिल किया है। और जो है मैं अपने कोच का सज्जाद हुसैन का थैंकफुल हूँ कि उन्हीं की मोटिवेशन की वजह से हम यहाँ पे आए। ये जो है हमारा हम फर्स्ट टाइम पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं इसमें।
जो हम लोग प्रैक्टिस करते हैं लाहौल स्पीति में करते हैं काजा में। मुझे गेम खेले हुए दो साल हो रहा है लगभग, ठीक है। यहाँ पे मेरा दूसरा इवेंट है, एक नेशनल अभी खेलो इंडिया फर्स्ट इवेंट है जो इस बार आ रहा हूँ, ठीक है। जो यहाँ की J&K सरकार ने इस खेल का आयोजन किया है, इसका यहाँ पे प्रावधान किया है, बहुत बढ़िया किया है। जो ग्राउंड इस बार पिछली बार किया था, जो नेशनल खेलने आए थे उस टाइम तो इतना ग्राउंड बढ़िया नहीं था। इस बार बहुत बढ़िया मैनेजमेंट करके रखा है इधर। जो इस बार इनका टीम भी है, J&K टीम, वो भी बहुत बढ़िया परफॉर्मेंस दे रही है इधर।
Khelo India Winter Games concluded in Gulmarg with a grand function attended by over 2,000 participants, including players, tourists and officials of different departments. Jammu and Kashmir topped the medal tally, bagging 26 gold medals, 25 silver medals and 25 bronze medals, followed by Maharashtra and Himachal Pradesh. The Khelo India scheme was launched to increase the sports skills of the youth in the country and also to increase the sports infrastructure. Jammu and Kashmir administration has been taking a number of steps to develop the sports industry of the territory and promote various games and sports in the region.
And now in a special section of Sight and Sound, we'll take you to get glimpses of the Aero India Show 2023 from Bengaluru and Chandigarh. Well, that's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback at myindia@anin.com. I'm your host Lipakshi, and it's goodbye from the entire production team.